YouTube, how you doing? I am back with another video. We are at episode 11. Can you believe it? Episode 11, season 3, Married at First Sight. Let's get right on into it. So the episode picks up right where it left off with the drama between David and Ashley. Ashley speaks to David and tells him that she got a message that he had invited someone out to drinks. So they get into talking about it. She was like, I have the message. It doesn't sound that way. And he was explaining that this was a mutual friend, supposedly, that they both knew. Ashley's like, I barely even know her. I don't know her. And he was like, well, I was just trying to find a connection to be able to know, to get to know you, because you won't open up, things of that nature. This just shows the real disconnect in this couple's marriage. Ashley's always the scene that she's trying, maybe she's being difficult. A lot of things she's like, well, I was beginning to think that maybe I was just being too hard on him, blah blah blah, but this is the ultimate disrespect, this is that. You say you care about me, you say you care about my family, but in the confessional, it's kind of in the confessionals between her and David, I'm just like, this does not totally add up. Every party that they have had, it's been David's friends. David's mom comes over. I mean, I can agree that maybe Ashley's friends don't want to be on camera or anything of that nature, but even in talking with David in his confessionals, he doesn't, she doesn't let him near his family. She doesn't let him near her friends. He doesn't have an outlet to, kind of find out what's going on with Ashley. So this person was supposed to be a mutual friend, and I'm like, David, as hard as he's fighting all the things, I'm not attracted to you. I don't want to kiss you. I don't want to touch you. We're not to that point yet. Just take it slow. I mean, I would not condone cheating, but I don't see where all of this is helping build a 6-week project marriage. If Ashley was going to be this difficult, I feel like she shouldn't have signed up for this project. And this just shows the disconnect in this couple, where David, like I said, always is, yeah, I'm going to make it. I'm going to make this work. And she's just like, take it at my pace. Take it at my pace. Take it at my pace. Like I said, I feel like it's a me, I, me, myself, and I. With Ashley, everything has to be her way or the highway, and relationships can't be like that. Neil and Samantha are at Samantha's house. He's starting to spend nights over there. She's beginning to understand him more and even like him more. She said that, sometimes I'm like, why he doesn't text me back? She's getting to that point, and I am so excited to see that they are getting to this point, because they needed that. She was so hard on him and so harsh. Her meeting his friends and seeing that he's standoffish with them and introverted with them gave her a real insight, and I think that is going to make this relationship flourish. Trey and Vanessa are still dealing with their conflict from last week. They got to see Dr. Logan. Hey, I remember the expert's name. That's the sexologist, and they were telling her what was going on, how it affected Trey, because we found out that Trey's mom didn't abandon him once, but she abandoned him twice, and their relationship is very disconnected. And Vanessa didn't realize. She just was like, I just need time to myself. I am one of those persons, but me and my husband have lived together before we were married, and we definitely live together now. So now it's like going to stay in another room, but you still see that person. You don't have that luxury of going to go stay at your own apartment, and that's not something that you should do. I really don't even like going to bed, man, me, myself, and I, but sometimes you have to do what you got to do. So I think she understood that. She really didn't mean to hurt Trey. In her confessional, she said divorce is not an option. She feels like me. So I hope that they don't get a divorce, and I hope that everything works out. They've been so great so far, so I don't see this one little conflict ruining that, but you never know. All right, so Neil and Samantha get to meet with Dr. Logan about their relationship and about the things that's going. It concerns Dr. Logan that they are living in Sam's place, and you can clearly see that Neil is uncomfortable with living there, but he's putting on a good face and doing what he needs to do to build a relationship with his wife. Like I said in the other clip, that you can definitely see that there is a change in forming. Sam is not really ready for physical intimacy. They have grown closer. We're giving more hugs and things of that nature, but she's still standoffish about the physical intimacy, which is kind of understandable. So I totally understand. I feel like they both feel that this relationship is making progress and that they are getting to a place. Neil says he really cares and he really likes his wife, so kudos to Sam and Neil. We move back to David and Ashley. It's the next day. David is trying to talk to Ashley. Ashley does not want to hear anything about it. He wrote her a letter. He wants her to read the letter when she has time. She was like, I'm not going to get over it. It's only been a few hours. This is the ultimate betrayal. You were caught in a lie. He was like, I didn't lie to you. And then he started explaining some of the stuff that he explains to us in his confessional, that, I don't get to talk with your brother. I don't get to talk with your parents. I don't know your friends. I'm just trying to get to know you. And I don't know if some other words were said, but she was like, that is ultimate disrespect. I don't have any. And I was like, what did he say? So FYI, I have to do better with the editing if he said something bad. If he didn't say anything bad, why is she so offensive to the things that are the truth? I mean, I can see that in just reading between the lines and what they show us on the show, that she doesn't want him in her life unless she knows that he's gonna stay in her life, which is something that you should want to do in a relationship if you didn't sign up for a 6-week experiment to be married and thought that you were going to stay married and not get a divorce. Trey and Vanessa, after meeting with Dr. Logan, or given the assignment to plan a romantic date for one or the other. Excuse me. So Trey decides to take Vanessa to something that he likes to do, because last time they did go painting, they went to go play basketball. Trey tells her about the good old days and the NCAA coming to his school, and he shows her how to shoot properly. It was a really cute, nice date. All in all, they said that they I'm sorry, y'all. I ate something. I'm choking on it. All in all, they said that everything in their marriage, they've had their ups, they have their downs, but they do see a future together. They want to flourish. They want to grow. We move on to Neil and Samantha. Neil and Samantha have finally decided on a house that they can live in as a family, all the way at the end of the experiment. But the way that they were talking, because a lot of the conversations were like, what would they plan on doing at the end of the experiment? The way that they were talking, they planned on, just going and building from there, having a home that's theirs, and be able to create that intimacy with the steps that they've taken to grow together, the turning point that we're seeing. So it's really, really hopeful. Sam is sad to be leaving Sammy. And she thinks Sammy's a little sad to see her go, but she really wants to make this marriage work. So apparently Neil bought her a candle melt, some things that she liked in the beginning, and she wanted to make sure that she packed that to take to her new house. They move back on to David and Ashley. David is going to go to Buffalo to see his sister and his brother, and that gives Ashley a few days to be alone. He is trying to go in there and tell her that she's leaving. She's like, okay. And then all of a sudden she's like, by the way, the lady said that she didn't know you until you friended her on Facebook. So, oh my God, David, what did you do? I don't even know if I want to take your side anymore. I mean, the girl was already standoffish, so that just really gave her more of a to close the blinds even more on you. Anyway, so while David's gone, her friend, I think her name is Ashley, also comes over. She tells her what's happened. The friend says she's more worthy than ever. People don't think that Ashley's trying, but she's trying. She's just real reserved. Blah, 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 blah. Ashley and David are just basically in trouble. So they move back to Trey and Vanessa. They are, still discussing about their relationship and things they would like to see. They decide to put the picture up that they painted when they went painting and go from there. So that was that. So it's Trey's and Vanessa's 1 month anniversary, and Vanessa did the cutest, sweetest thing. I really like it. She made him a basket with 10 things I love about you, and they had little tags on it. She had a magazine, You Inspire Me, cards, You're the King to My Queen, Hershey's Kisses, You're the Best Kisser. I thought that was really, really sweet. Neil and Samantha are at a pottery place where they're painting a new lamp to put into their new place. Neil has to go to a wedding for his cousin. Samantha wasn't able to go because she couldn't get off of work. He's going to go back to work so he can have the time off. They seem to be meshing really well. I know I'm saying that a lot in this review, but they are. She's like, I just want you to make sure you get enough rest. You know, I feel like I can do that because I'm your wife. They're playing with the paint. Her paint is dry. She really didn't get that much on him. It was really, really great. David got a chance to talk to his brother down there in Buffalo. He's telling him what's going on, his version of things. He's still sticking to the fact that he was trying to get to know this lady and it was not anything romantic. His brother gives him what all brothers do, taking his word on it and saying, you know, if this is not for you, then she just missed out on a great guy. So it is what it is with that. So David did go to his dad's graveside. He took some beer. He had a cry. You know, he really needed to do that. All the things that have been going on in his life, getting married, milestones, the troubles that him and Ashley are having, that all have kind of came to a head, and he felt like his dad was the person that he needed to talk to. And I can understand it. My mom's gravesite is maybe 5 miles away from here, 6 miles, and I don't go. But I had some trouble in the past couple of months, and I just really needed to be there. And I went, I sat, I talked, I cried, and I felt better. So I understand David doing that. After he did that, you know, he was packing up to come home. He gave Ashley a call. Of course, she did not answer the phone, but he felt really renewed to work on trying to get her back in this next week and a half. Ironically, if any of y'all noticed that he did not have on his wedding ring, but I digress. So they focused on, they went to Ashley. Ashley's like making up the bed, straight up the house. She was like, she's willing to give him a try to get his trust, but it's really going to be hard. She don't know where they're going from there. We're getting close to decision day, so that's why all these things are kind of dun dun dun. Trey and Vanessa. Vanessa's birthday, Trey decides he's going to straighten up the house, get it all clean. He has her some cheesecake and a cookie and some chocolates on one plate, some red velvet cake, a present, which we later find out is some perfume. He made her a card. He had their wedding pictures in the car and a big one sitting right next to the flowers that he bought. Really, really sweet. Made her feel really, really special. In their confessionals, they're talking about they got into a marriage to get into it, not for it to be an experiment. And, you know, they hope that they can grow from there. And I think that is all that we have. If I missed anything, please forgive me. But this was a really pretty good episode. You can tell that they're building up to the decision day. I don't think next week is the decision day, but probably the week after that will be decision day. But we will see. I thank you guys for watching my video. Please comment, like, share, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. I'll see you next week. Bye.